The stock in focus will be Trent, a Tata Group stock. And Asim, my colleague, is joining in to highlight for us the recent pain in the stock and how you should be reading that in context of its recent past performance in the previous calendar year. Asim, take it away. Help us understand when we talk about Trent. This has been one of the stocks that even the topmost analysts really talked about in 2024 as a big regret that they could not see what's coming in for Trent, and they missed out on the opportunity that Trent presented in the previous calendar year. This turned out to be the only stock on the Nifty that managed to double investors' money in 2024. But what's changed in the new calendar year for this stock? The stock has actually been, seeing some weakness right from the beginning of this calendar year. Help us with some data.
Yeah, thanks, Sakshi. So the stock is down 24% this year, and last year, obviously, it doubled investor wealth. It rose 222% in 2 years and 785% in 5 years, and terming it as a Tata Group multibagger. Now, in the current period, it has seen negative returns up to a year in all durations, except 3 months where it surged 7%. On July 4, it crashed because of growth concerns in the near term. As per the management, in the Q1, the growth is seen around 20% in core fashion business, which is lower than the 5-year CAGR of 35%. The management reaffirmed its aspiration of 25% plus growth for the coming years, but the current run rate falls short of it. On this, Nuvama cited near-term growth expectations and cut FY26, FY27 revenue estimates by 5% and 6% and EBITDA estimates by 9% and 12% respectively. Nuvama down stock to hold with a target price of rupees 5,884 from the earlier 6,627. The brokerage said that pickup in Zudio Beauty and the Star business can become the next big growth levers, but the brokerage believes these businesses need to stabilize before scaling up. On the brighter side, Motilal Oswal sees a 25% upside in a year, and it has fixed a target price of rupees 6,650. It said that Trent's growth rate has moderated in the last few quarters, though still robust amid a weak discretionary demand environment. The brokerage also added that back-end strong store additions in Zudio should drive growth in FY26. However, a recovery in triple SG across fashion and star formats would be a key near-term monitorable. It continues to like Trent for its robust footprint additions, strong double-digit growth, long runway for growth in star, presence in just 10 cities, and potential scale-up of new categories like beauty, innerwear, and LGDs. On the technical aspect, Jigaras Patel from Anand Rathi says that the support for the stock lies at rupees 5,300 and resistance at rupees 5,500. He says that a decisive move above the rupees 5,500 level may trigger a further upside of rupees 5,600. He expects the stock to trade in a range of 5,300 to rupees 5,600 in the near term. Back to you, Sakshi.
All right, Asim, thanks a lot for all that update. Let's go across to Jatin now to understand, what is his reading of Trent. This has definitely been a celebrated stock of the recent past, last 2 years, last 5 years. The stock has definitely given multi-bagger returns, Jatin. What would you do with the stock now? Of course, it's down by about 25% in this current calendar year. Does it actually give a lot of opportunities for any fresh entrants who missed the previous rally? Or do you think there is some sluggishness? Trent, remember, has already come out with its Q1 business update and has actually indicated some sort of a slowdown. When the business update had come in over the last few weeks, couple of weeks that we had seen, then that day we had actually seen an 11% drop on the stock on an intraday basis as well. That was the biggest single day drop on the stock that we had seen. Slowly and gradually the stock is picking up. So what would you play? Its past performance or its recent concerns that are being seen by the company on its financials?
See, I believe that post the update, the market has discounted the negative news flow, and that is why we are seeing the sharp decline on that day. Now, post that, technically, we believe that the stock has dipped towards its support cluster. 5200 to 5300 is a very strong support. 20-week moving average also, along with that, the 50% Fibonacci retracement level is placed in this zone. So we believe that there could be some value buying emerging at the support cluster, and over the next few months I definitely see the stock rising from current levels towards 5700 to 5800 from a short term perspective. So I am pretty bullish. We believe that the downside could be very limited from current levels, and we could see a fresh round of buying interest coming in from a short term perspective.
Okay, bullish on the stock. The recent downtick could actually be used as a buying opportunity, and the downside from the current level seems limited, whereas the upside seems to be there at from the current levels. There could be a fresh round of buying that could emerge, is what Jatin is really saying. If I could ask you the long-term targets of Trent, do you think it could retest the all-time highs, and how long will it take to retest that?
Yeah, so we believe that the all-time highs were around 8,500, I suppose. So that could take a year or so, based on what we are seeing currently. However, we believe that it could take a little while for the all-time highs to be retested.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.